Hi, this is Selena, and book number 2 in my quest to read 100 books from April to August was Eliza and Her Monsters. I read this one digitally, so this is why you see it the way you do on the screen. I loved this book. I loved the concept of it. I loved the characters in it. I loved the kind of the unique nature of the way that the concept was written. But Eliza and Her Monsters was written by Francesca Zappia, who also wrote Made You Up, which was another really phenomenal book that I liked. But it's not going to be in our 100 because I've read it previously. But in Eliza and Her Monsters, Eliza is an extremely introverted and quiet and private person who has some social anxiety that she spends a whole lot of time in a world that she has created online creating a webcomic. And she's actually really famous online with her webcomic and is really successful. Millions of people follow her and adore her work. She has an entire following and a fan base that create fan fiction and interact with her this way. So her whole world and all of her personal interactions happen online, which her super sporty and outgoing and outdoorsy parents don't really understand at all, even though they love her. So she goes through this process that there's a new kid that comes to school who is also very quiet, painfully quiet to the point where can't talk in public and has to communicate by writing to people. And so she develops a relationship with this person that is a beautiful relationship, and they love one another, and they have kind of these identities online, and she finds out that he is a huge fan and actually one of the biggest fan fiction supporters of her work online. And so, but he doesn't know who she is in real life. So they go on, and what happens is kind of this bomb explodes when her parents unknowingly um, expose her secret. And so all of this comes to light, and it's a journey of discovering how they can actually handle that and how they can actually, when they're thrust into the spotlight or when people know who they are and they're now visible, the vulnerability that happens. So I really, really liked this book, and I would recommend it to lots of people, especially people who enjoy fan fiction or who enjoy any kind of like manga, sci-fi, and comic, but in novel form. So I highly recommend that you read it. I would give it 5 out of 5 stars. So check it out.